Welcome to the Sweet Tooth Way, where I believe in working with what you have. I do not have a heart-shaped baking pan, so I always just make my heart cakes out of round cakes. This is an 8-inch vanilla coconut rum cake, and as mentioned, I am using two 8-inch round cakes, and I am converting them into heart shape. So if you just stay with me to the end, you will see exactly how I do it, a step-by-step full tutorial on how this is achieved. Now I am putting in a vanilla buttercream filling along with our signature Cayman caramel filling. The recipe is available on my website, sweettoothmoistcake.com, and then I'm going to place on the top for this cake. Then going in with my American vanilla buttercream, I am sealing in around where I place the filling to make sure none of it oozes out. And I'm also going to use the same frosting to crumb coat the entire cake. Do not listen to anybody or follow anybody else and not crumb coat your cakes. Always make sure that you crumb coat your cakes. All right, so this section now is where I'm making the top part of the heart, and as you can see, I'm just kind of figuring it out using some frosting to help it to stick to the cake, and I am going to probably lift it a little bit more to make sure that it's as leveled as possible. And I will just be going in on the other side and doing the same thing until I have a shape that definitely resembles a heart. So as I mentioned, never skip your crumb coat. The purpose for this is to seal in all of those loose crumbs that are on the cake, because you do not want them showing up in your final layer of frosting. So please do not skip that step. Make sure that you get it as seamless and smooth as possible, because I believe that starting with a nice and clean foundation is definitely the best practice for when you're decorating cakes. Then I'm going to start applying my vanilla buttercream frosting. This is in sky blue, using the Chef Master color sky blue, and I'm going to apply this over the entire cake. I prefer to apply my buttercream this way because I find that I get a more even distribution rather than when I just use my spatula, my offset spatula, and apply the frosting. So this way works best for me, and I always encourage people to just find a way that works best for you and stick to it. There's many ways that you're going to see out there, but you just have to see what works best for you. Here is the part that's going to take some time. With heart-shaped cake, to me, it definitely takes more time to frost it than when you're doing a round cake. This part took me some time, I'm not gonna lie. But going in with my offset spatula and my new favorite scraper, I am just gonna go ahead and go around this heart shape until I am satisfied with how smooth the frosting is before I start to create my piping details on this heart-shaped, fabulous to be birthday cake. Did I mention this is actually for a Scorpio? So for all the Scorpio people, this one's for you, okay? So this is my technique for adding drapery piping to the cake. Using this very tool, I just kind of imprint it into the buttercream to set the outline, which will make it so much easier for me to be consistent with the size, the height, the width, the everything of when I'm going to be piping on the drapery for this cake. I will be using 3 tips to create this design that I have in mind. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, I didn't even make note of what the number of the tips were, but I'll be definitely using 3 tips. Now for heart cakes, I strongly recommend that you charge more for these because they take time. They really do take time. All of these little details, like, it does take, the time adds up. It definitely adds up. So this is a small star tip, I know for sure, via name, that I'm going to be using to create some drapery, and then I go in with the bigger size star tip and I'm going to just frame the top of the heart cake. So please continue to watch to the end. I know you will love the final design, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and be sure to like this video once you see how amazing this cake comes out. You're welcome to like it before, of course, but I would love for you to stay to the end to see how everything came out. If you're a beginner, I highly recommend that you practice this heart cake a bit first before taking orders for it, because it is something that even as a seasoned, experienced cake decorator, I would say about myself, it challenges me a lot still time to time. So please, if you're a beginner, make sure that you practice a bit before you start taking orders for this type of vintage heart cake shape. Absolutely no cake. You hear me? Absolutely no cake is complete without the ultimate gold rush sprinkles by Sweet Tooth. Okay? Gold just adds royalty to every cake design. These are available on my website, www.sweettoothmoistcake.com. Please do go ahead and check them out. Order. Help me to get to that sold out status that I'm hoping for. But I hope that you love this video, and I also hope that you appreciate and absolutely love this Scorpio heart-shaped cake. Thanks for watching.